What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? So, Forbidden Door is this coming weekend, and with that being said, it's predictions time. So, let's go over all the matches one by one for Forbidden Door 2025. But before we get started, obviously, be sure to like, subscribe, and turn post notifications on so that way you never miss an upload. And with that being said, let's go. Let's actually start off with the lights out steel cage match, as we got the Death Riders and the Young Bucks teaming up to take on Darby Allin, Will Ospreay, Kota Ibushi, Kenny Omega, and Hiroshi Tanahashi. Tanahashi, your knees are fucked. I don't know how you can do this. But with that being said, I mean, this is going to be one hell of an epic match. Going to be a lot of extreme spots. Even though I would have loved to see Mox and Darby go one-on-one, but I think they're going to save that for All Out. So, what the hell are you going to do? To make this quick, I am going to say Team Babyface gets the victory here. And I think this is going to lead to, like I said, Darby versus Mox at All Out. What they do with Ospreay and the rest of the gang afterwards, I don't know. But, yeah, Team Babyface wins. Then we go on for the AEW World Tag Team Championship, as we got the Hurt Syndicate defending against FTR. I'm actually going to say FTR wins. I'm going to say FTR wins, and the reason why I will explain later. I think the Hurt Syndicate have already had a bit of a long reign as AEW World Tag Team Champions anyway. I think it's about time that we end that reign. And as much as I don't really want FTR to win the championships again, it's gonna happen. And I think it will, for reasons I will explain later. Then we go on to a fatal four-way match for the TBS Championship, as we got Alex Windsor at Aerosphone. I don't know. She's from CMLL. Obviously, Mercedes Moné defends. Thank God she's off screen. And a woman from Stardom that I honestly do not give a fuck who it is. Because, and still, Mercedes Moné. Less said about that, the better. Then we go on to the match I'm actually looking forward to the most, as we got a tag team match playa with Adam Copeland and Christian Cage reuniting to take on the Patriarchy's Nick Wayne and Kip Sabian. Now, obviously, I am going to say Adam Copeland and Christian Cage win, and then, All Out, we get FTR, Adam Copeland and Christian Cage for the AEW World Tag Team Championships, and then Adam Copeland and Christian Cage win. I know people are going to hate that fantasy booking in the comments. Bite me. Then we go on to the IWGP World Heavyweight Championship, as we got Zack Sabre Jr. defending against Nigel McGuinness. Now, this is going to be an epic match. I don't care what anybody says. I'm looking forward to it. I want to see it. Let me see it. But obviously, Zack Sabre Jr., I think, is going to retain the IWGP World Heavyweight Championship. And then I think maybe Konosuke Takeshita dethrones him, the G1 winner. That's how I see things going forward. Then we go on for the TNT Championship, as Kyle Fletcher will defend against... I can't fucking read. That guy. Kyle Fletcher wins. Then we go on for the AEW Women's World Championship, as we got Toni Storm defending against Athena. Now, I am torn with this match. I am really, really torn with this match, because it could go either way. Like, I want Athena to win. Don't get me wrong. I really, really want Athena to win. But I don't know, because at the same time, Tony's been champion for so long. But Athena's the Ring of Honor Women's Champion, and I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know who would win. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo, catch a tiger by the toe. If she hollers, let her go. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Athena. Then we go on for the AEW Unified Championship as we got Kazuchika Okada defending against Swerve Strickland. And, like, I'm also torn with this, but I think it is time we get this fucking belt off of Okada. I get it. This is still fairly recent with this one belt Okada with the unified belt, but sorry, my thing cut off there. But Jesus fucking Christ, can we just get the belt off Okada? Can we just get it off him? Like, he's been champion forever. He's doing nothing. Put the belt on fucking Swerve and then have more heels challenge for that unified championship. There's nothing wrong with that. Literally nothing wrong with that. I'm going to say Swerve Strickland. Then we go on for the AEW World Championship as we got Hangman Adam Page defending against MJF. Now, it's got to be Hangman, right? Don't get me wrong, I love me some MJF, you know, he is the king for a reason, but I don't see a scenario where MJF wins this match. I don't see any scenario where MJF wins this match, especially with Hangman Adam Page just recently getting that title back. I don't think Hangman will lose it over a month later, to MJF. I really don't see that happening. Maybe if they run the match back later on, but in terms of here, I don't see it. I don't see it at all. So I am pretty confident. This is probably the most confident prediction that I have in this video. Well, besides Mercedes Moné, of course. I'm going to say Hangman Adam Page retains the AEW World Championship. So, ladies and gentlemen, with all that being said, those were my official Forbidden Door 2025 predictions. Ladies and gentlemen, be sure to leave your predictions down in the comments down below. I'd very much like to see them and read them. And with all that being said, ladies and gentlemen, be sure to leave a like, be sure to subscribe, be sure to turn post notifications on if you are new. Be sure to subscribe to the Savage Wrestling Podcast as well. We do podcasts every Friday. And with all that being said, this has been your boy, Willie Alexander of Will's Wrestling Corner. I will see you in the next video. Be good, people, and peace.